So I think it's fair to say that I broke history when I was finally able to actually find the heroes and villains match to test Anakin Skywalker out for myself outside of arcade. And, just from an aesthetic design, I'd say they really nailed it. There was a lot of speculation, or there was a lot of talk around social media about them not really getting his look right, but I think they nailed it. I think for the most part they got it, pretty dead on, and I think they did the best that they could. But I managed to find a match to actually have a go with him, and coincidentally, I was teamed up with the Master and the other Master, and Han previous, and we were up against 4 Dark Wielders in one row, and that's just a badass team up right there. So I didn't have any credits to buy any emotes, but me and Obi-Wan, we just, we acknowledged each other. And, you can see, I wanted to really have some conversation going with him, but I just didn't have any emotes. And, but, we charged into battle together. So that's canon, if we really want to get all technical. But one of the best duos ever to hit Star Wars. And as you can see, I act like a bumbling jackass here who decides it's a good idea when there's 3 Sith coming straight, well, 2 Sith and Kylo coming straight at you to walk straight in there without really knowing the moves and getting absolutely punished. I paid the price for that. I really did. But, after a few minutes, I really started to get the grips with the model, and you really knocked it out of the park with this guy. I can't stress that enough. They really did a good job. As you can see here, I tried the flanking maneuver, but you see, I was worried that Darth Maul was going to push me, so I stayed close to the wall. So now he's wasted his force push, and then Obi-Wan and me can converge in on him. Don't worry, Master, I got your back. Obviously, me being the target, I thought it would be a good idea to actually go through the map and not around it. So I played a bit of defense here. There's my grandson over there, as you can see. And, he's pulling me around like I'm a fucking ragdoll. And I'm getting choked by myself. I'm getting electrocuted by someone I beheaded. And, that would, yeah. My grandson finished me off. He finished the deed. Wonder if we'll see something like that in episode 9. Who knows? But, yeah. Got a bit of a rocky start with him, but I gotta say I really enjoyed playing this character. After waiting for about 10 matches to finally fucking get a chance to, because every single time I go into a lobby, it's either villains or it's heroes, but everyone's leaving because everyone wants Anakin. So that's the only problem when they add a new character, is everyone will leave the lobby because they want the character. Justifiable. It's fair. That's what I did. Obviously there I'm gonna, go and punish my grandson for his sins. He's attacking my master. Do you guys think that, it's feasible that they would add a skin at some point, with him and his Dark Jedi mode? I don't want anyone telling me, oh, that's what we got Darth Vader for. True, but come on, you can't lie. What his most badass look is when he's wearing the robe with the hood up and the Sith eyes. It's such an intimidating look. And to have him on the light side, it really gives the light side that edge. And that's what I'm really excited about with him being added, is the dynamic has shifted. The way he fights is reminiscent of that of Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. So they got that on point. But, it gives the light side that kind of added edge in close quarter combat fights. Because for me personally, close quarter combat lightsaber wielders, they don't do it. Like the light side, they're just not there. Unless the player is good enough to combine the force powers. And you can see we're having a nice little conversation, but again, no emotes. Unless the player is good enough to combine the force powers with the moves. When you're backed up into a corner, Anakin's the kind of guy, oh look, Darth Maul's sending me over the edge. That's some Legends material. It really, that's depending on the person that you come up against playing as them. They're kind of predictable. Luke Skywalker, he dashes in, does a few quick jabs, dashes out. Obi-Wan dashes in, dashes out straight away. Yoda dashes in when Battle of Heroes there. Love that song so much. Dashes in when the occasion warrants it. Rey charges in. So a lot of the light side heroes for me, lightsaber wielders, are in and out. Anakin's a guy who can stay right in the thick of it. And when you're surrounded by about, 3 or 4 dudes, if you play strategic, you can easily rinse them. I mean, especially with Anakin's 4th move, Retribution, that move is just the bomb. See, like, I go, I'm fighting myself. Affects the cannon. God. Can't believe that was ever an argument. And I got sent over the edge. Again. I mean, how fucking frustrating. It's literally the worst thing to be constantly sent over the fucking edge all the time. But as I said in the previous video about predictability, and I fucked up there and all, about predictability, and then it goes and happens again. Fuck's sake. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me thrice. You're just an idiot. But I wonder, do you guys think they'll add a 4th move to each character? I mean, that's something I'd be interested in seeing. I think they could do a lot with that. Of course, it means you got to come up with a whole 4th move for another character. But with Anakin being the only one who has it, it doesn't create an imbalance necessarily. I failed my master for a second time. It doesn't create an imbalance necessarily. But, it would be nice to see some more moves. Maybe you could have, for Vader, I'll fighting myself again. For Vader, you could have a move that involves him choking everyone in the area, not just in the targeted space, but more like in a specific radius. And I got look at this. Look, I believe I can fall again. Fuck's sake, it's like the 4th fucking time. But that's just me being a jackass. But I love that. The addition of Anakin in the game, he really gives the light side such an edge. And as I was saying about everything from every era, you see, I could be like other people and I could go and get the target, but I'd rather protect the target that's being fucking annihilated in front of me, take out myself yet again, and then look, we can go and take out Dooku. That's canon. And then I can go and pay my grandson a visit. Now, you'll see there, the reason I didn't jump in is because he uses that force pull move. He could have sent me flying over the goddamn edge. Then that missed. And then I missed again. And then I got him. Then, yeah. Go sit on the naughty step, Kylo. So me and my master, we go and decide to have a nice little chat. As far as adding future content, do you guys think that... do you know who I'd really want to see? Is Jango Fett and Mace Windu. I know everyone's touting for Ahsoka and Ventress, and believe me, I want them to next. I really do. But after them, Mace Windu and Jango would be dope. Just seeing Mace Windu with his purple lightsaber, running around the map, and Jango Fett, you could team him up with Boba. It makes for some interesting matchups. And it really gives the game a whole lot of fun. What I love about the game now is it's not exclusive. So if you're a running and gunning kind of player, you can do that. If you want to play just pure fucking hero versus villains dream matchups, you can pretty much dream up every matchup possible in this mode. And it's I was falling off the edge all the time, and he just goes and walks off the edge. What a dipstick! But it seems like Obi-Wan almost did the same thing. Yeah, I really must give it to EA on this one. They really knocked the ball out of the park, and I'm looking forward to what else they do next. It's been a trying time for this game, but I think it's more than worth the price of buying the game now, especially now that you can get it on discounts in a lot of places. But upon release, if you'd have said that I'd say money well spent, hell no. Now, yeah, I agree. I think the content's only going to get even more and better as we go along. There'll be a hell of a lot more added. And, Dooku being a right stubborn arsehole here. There'll be a hell of a lot more added as we go along. But I'm really hoping also that they just keep improving the gameplay, keep improving along the game. Because the content's there now. They've got a good range of content. And I can't wait to see what else they add. And thanks, Master. You really saved me there. Can't wait to see what else they add as we go along. I love the running animation as well. I kept turning the lightsaber on and off. It's just so different because I'm used to using, I can reenact the Raylo scene with myself. Um, it it's so different to use like the lightsaber toggle button with the square on the PlayStation controller. It's very strange. Oh, look, united again. Look, you see, they're all coming at us and we're standing together. Trust me, this is the only duo you will ever need. he technically sent me flying over the edge. An old Ben Kenobi skin is something that is a must. That is a must. I really need that. That's something that I would really love to have in the game. But now they've got most of the base characters out the way, I'm pretty sure lots of varieties of skins are up for offers now and up for grabs. But we mustn't get greedy. We're getting good content. We're getting constant communication. The game's really on the up, and I think we should really, really take a step back and be appreciative of that right now. Is it better than the 05 Battlefront? I'm always going to say no because of nostalgia, and the nostalgia I have for that game is just off the charts. I have so many memories of it. Watch those wrist rockets and everything else that I don't think this will ever compare. However, I will say, is this a better game than that one? No. But does it need to be? Also, no. I think this game should really be commended on its own now, and I think people should kind of cut it some slack and stop comparing it to the previous one. I did that a lot when it was first released because there was so much in that Battlefront this game lacked. But times are different that give Dooku the bit of the run around here. Do you know what's funny about this? Is I've got him chasing me. You'd think he's in the upper hand, but again, Anakin and me are literally like bread and butter. You ain't touching me. Not as Anakin. And Kylo's just slamming stuff as normal. I don't think it will ever be better than the original Battlefronts, but it doesn't need to be. There comes a point where you've got to let go of the nostalgia and think, you know what, judge the game as it is right now. And yes, it will never be as good as them. It will, the Galactic Conquest, instant action, the original Mos Eisley heroes and villains, assault mode. It will never be as good. But I'd say, compare the game to what it used to be. This game used to be a microtransaction flooded gambling slot machine. That's all it used to be. And yeah, as I've said before, they're cheeky fuckers for attempting that. And Kylo going over the edge again. They're cheeky fuckers for attempting it. But they've really turned the corner. And, as the match suggested there, victory. And I'm playing as Anakin, so it's a guarantee. Perfect sunset there. Sunrise. Geography's not good. But yeah, EA really killed it with this one. And I really can't wait to see what else is added in the game. And there's so much variety now that everyone will have fun and everyone will have something that they can enjoy. And how is it that I came second? I got absolutely robbed. Oh, well, fairs. Well, guys and girls, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think this Battlefront, how does it compare to the previous ones? Do you think it's better than them, or do you think it should just be compared to how it was released? Do you think the game's come a long way? And do you think that the price you paid is now more than justified? And also, would you recommend the game to people? That's the question I want to ask you guys is, would you recommend this game to people? Me, I personally would. A lot's changed. The only thing I would suggest is you have a lot of hard drives, just a lot of hard drive space. Just a lot of hard drive space. With the constant updates and everything, but it's really worth it now. There's a hell of a lot on offer and there's so much enjoyment to be had. Let's keep things positive and remember why we fell in love with this franchise in the first place. I know EA and DICE sometimes can be a concoction for disaster, but I think this time they really nailed it, so I think we've got to give them kudos for that. So boys and girls, leave your thoughts down below, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. And remember, may the Force be with you always. Thanks so much for watching the video, boys and girls. If you like this video, please be sure to give the video a massive thumbs up, share it on all your socials, and leave a comment down below, as this is just the start of the discussion. And make sure you check out our SoundCloud page to have us with you on the go wherever you may be. And don't forget to check us out over at Teespring to supply yourself with the best geeker merchandise and take your first step into a larger fandom. And I will talk to you soon.